if you get a chance, please hit the subscribe button. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, we're still down here on the floor. I'm going to show you how to stand your bridge up. When you get your banjo, you get it all unwrapped, you're gonna find that the bridge is still, it's laying down. You may have to loosen these strings. That one sounds a little tight, so just loosen it, and just stand that bridge up. All you're gonna do, I'll lay it back down, you're just gonna stand it up. I like to use two hands, but I did it with one so you could see. Put the strings in the slots, just slide them over there. Make sure everything's straight. It's a little odd, but there we go. Just make sure that the strings are straight on the fingerboard. And so everything looks good. Now, I don't know if that bridge is in the right spot or not. So we're going to measure to make sure that it's right. The measurement we're going to use is this. I just get the cheap tape measure. And I like to measure from the nut to the 12th fret. And I am looking at, from the nut to the 12th fret, just in the ballpark of 13 1/8 inch. I'm measuring imperial, folks. So if it's 13 1/8 to the 12th fret from the nut, then I want to measure from the 12th fret to the bridge 13 1/8. So let's do that. So scoot this over here and make sure that we can go, so from there to 13 1/8. So I'm a little further than that, so I need to move my bridge forward. You can just slide it. And so let's measure that again. 13, I'm about 13 1/4. So maybe we'll move a little more. And then we are at, yep, I went a little too far. So it's 13, so move it back to maybe 13 1/8. And all we want to do here is just get it in the ballpark. And that's kind of, I'm kind of in the ballpark here. So that's all we need to do. Now we need to tune up. So go grab your electronic tuner if you've got one. If you don't have one, you can get a tuner for your phone, and we'll use that to tune up. So let me go grab my tuner. I'll be right back. So you'll need electronic tuner. Any of them will do. I don't have a preference. They all pretty much do the same thing, and it's a banjo. So we're just going to tune up and get it close, because we're going to be moving some stuff around. So here, I'll push this down and you can watch me tune up. So now we've tuned up, but we want to make sure that this bridge is in exactly the right spot that we want. There's a number of ways you can do that. I normally do it by ear, but you can use your tuner as well. But once we've got it tuned up, let's look at it again and make sure that the strings in the bridge are all in a straight line. I'll look down the neck and just make sure everything is straight. And when I say straight, I'm not looking for wood that's bent or anything. I'm looking just to make sure that the strings are where they ought to be, you know, with the bridge, and everything looks pretty close. And because when you move the bridge and stuff, then you know your tuning's going to go out. So leave your tuner on there, but let me show you what I like to do. So I like to make sure my D note is in tune. That's my first string. And then I will fret it at the 12th fret, and I'll look at my tuner and see whether or not that's ringing a D. So it's pretty close. And I'll explain that in just a second. You can also use your harmonic. So if your fretted note, here, let me make it really drastic for you. If your if your open note is ringing a D, and then your fretted note at the 12th fret is sharp. Here, let me see if I can show you my tuner. So we'll put the tuner here where you can see it. So my fretted note is in tune, or my open note is in tune. Sorry about that. Open note is in tune, but when I fret it, you see it's sharp. So that means my bridge is too far forward. So I need to push my bridge back a little bit. And now let's play our open note. Okay, it's almost in tune. Now it's in tune, and if I fret it, it's still a little sharp. So if it's sharp, we need to move it towards the tailpiece, just a little. So let's tune that up again. All right, fret it. Now it's in tune. You can make a chime at the 12th fret and fret it at the 12th fret, and those are the same note. You can do it for your other strings if you want to. But really you want to get that first string, and I usually like to try to get my third string fairly close to in tune. So let's do that one. So let's get our third string in tune. All right. And then see what it looks like if I fret it at the 12th fret. So it's a little sharp. So we need to move it back just a little bit. We're going to keep our first string position in the same spot. It means we're going to have to angle our bridge just a little bit. Third string, in tune, and fretted. Still a little sharp, which is fairly normal for a 5-string banjo, but it's really close. So we're gonna use that bridge position. Now, once you get this set up, hold it in your lap, and let's get it tuned up, okay? Double check. So let me turn this around so I can see it. So there's our D, our B, fourth string is a lot flat. There we go. And fifth's in tune. And now we're tuned up, and when we play our notes, we're in tune all the way up the neck. And that's what we're shooting for. That's how we set our bridge. I hope that was clear. I hope you understood that process. If the bridge had been too far back, we'd have had to slid it forward to make it play in tune. If it's too far forward, you have to slide it back. Just use your tuner, move the bridge, and you'll figure it out. That's how I do that. Now we're in tune.